If I want to print the sum of odd numbers, print the sum of odd numbers from 1 to n, then the same logic is same. Just here what we need to do, sum equal to sum plus I. Here we need to print that sum value, sum equal to percentile D comma sum. Let me execute the code and give the n value as 10. So from 1 to 10, what are all the odd numbers, and all the odd numbers sum is printed over here. So you can also cross check if you are required. So what are all the odd numbers from 1 to 10? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So these are the odd numbers. So what is 1 plus 3? 4. 4 plus 5? 9. 9 plus 7? 16. 16 plus 9? 25. So these are all the sum of odd numbers. This is how we are going to print sum of odd numbers. Next problem statement. To print multiplication table of any given number. Maybe in your childhood days you would have faced a challenge of remembering all the multiplication tables, but with the programming you can simply write a logic and display all the multiplication table of any number. So enter n value is, enter the table, enter the table which you want, enter the multiplication, enter the multiplication table which you want. So I am storing it in n for I equal to 1, and here the n value should be like tables ranging from 1 next last any given number into 10. So that is what I am writing here, 10. Now let me write this multiplication table. So what should be the format of the table? The format of the table should be in this way, like the first one is percentile D into percentile D is equal to percentile D followed by new line. So I'll tell you what is this. The first one, the first percentile D is the number what you are taking, right? N. And the next one is the iteration, I value. That is, if I am taking 2 into 1 equal to 2. This is the result, right? So the second one is, second percentile D is I, and the next last one is n into I. Very simple, n into I. So this will generate a multiplication table of any given number. So let us check once. Enter the multiplication table which you want. Okay, now I am giving the number as 5. So you will be getting the multiplication table for 5. That is 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 is equal to 10, 5 into 3 is equal to 15. So you can see your multiplication table. It will be absolutely correct. Let me check with another number. Let me give the number as 100. So multiplication table for 100. You can also cross check. So it will be giving the correct result. Now, if someone is asking you to generate the multiplication table like 100 ones are 100, I want till 120s are. So very simple, you can just change here as 20. refresh the code and run again. Now I am trying to give the n value as 100, so you will be getting 120s. Similarly, if you are asking for 50, you can also use for 50. Any number, you give any input, it will be generating for 20 till 20. If I am taking 19 table till 20. You can see the result will also be correct. So this is how we can generate multiplication table. Now, if I want to generate this multiplication table in the reverse order in the sense, first I should get 19 20s are 380, 19 19s are 361. I need to get in this way, reverse order. So how we need to do this is, here we are going to take I equal to, first we need to take the I value as what is the number, from which number we are going to take. Next, what is the number we are going to take? Number is 20, and here we need to take I is greater than or equal to 1. Here we need to change as I minus minus. Very simple. I equal to 20, I greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. So this will generate a multiplication table in reverse order. If I am taking 19, so 19 20s are, 19 19s are, 19 18s are, 19 17s are, 19 16s are, so on till 19 1s are. You take any table, so it will be giving you the correct result. So let me give one more last test case to print the multiplication table in the reverse order. So I am giving the table as 5 20s are, 5 19s are, 5 18s are. So you can see the multiplication table printed in the reverse order. Let us take the next example related to this for loop. I want to print the factorial of a given number. Print factorial of a given number. Enter the number. Suppose if I say 5, what is 5 factorial? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So you should get the multiplication of these numbers. Now in order to do that, so I am writing a logic here. For I equal to 1, I less than or equal to given number, I plus plus. Now in order to get the factorial, so I want one more variable. I will take one more variable as fact. So here fact is equal to whatever the given number, fact star I. So initially I will take the fact value as 1. If you take 0, everything will be 0. So please consider fact value initializing from 1. Very simple. 0 factorial is also 1. That is the reason I am writing here 1. Then we need to print the factorial of percentile d is percentile d. The first percentile d is given number and the next one is whatever the result which you got. Let me execute this code. Enter the number. I am entering the number as 5. What is 5 factorial? It is 120. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is how we can get the factorial of a given number. Right? Factorial of any given number, you can find it. with the help of this logic. Very simple logic. Next, the next example is to find a perfect number. To find whether a given number is perfect number or not. So what do you mean by perfect number is? Perfect or not. The example of this perfect number is 6 is a perfect number. So how we are going to say 6 is a perfect number is, we need to find the factors of 6 except 6. What are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3. So these are the factors of 6. After finding the factors, we need to sum all the factors, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6. So what do you mean by perfect number? A perfect number whose factors on adding will again create a same number. Such kind of numbers we call it as perfect numbers. So here, in order to write this perfect number logic, just look into this. I'm removing this, I don't want any other number. Next, enter the number. For I equal to 1, I less than or equal to. So we need to remove this equal to sign. Why am I removing is, I want till 6, not including with 6. That is the reason I am removing this equal to sign. Now, what is the logic here is, if the given number n mod I double equal to 0, which means exactly divisible by the number, then we need to print. So what we need to add? We need to add the sum. Sum equal to sum plus what is the value? What is the value? That is I value. Here I will be initializing one more variable called sum, initializing to 0. Now sum equal to sum plus I. So after getting this, next we are going to write if sum is double equal to the given original number. If sum is equal to the given original number, then we are going to print the given number is perfect number. Else printf the given number is not a perfect number. So this is how we are going to get the given number is perfect number or not. So once again I am explaining the logic here. For any given number n, we are going to check with I, that is from 1, 2, 3 so on till that number, excluding that number. If the factors sum will be equal to the same number, then we are going to call it as a perfect number. Then we are going to call it as a perfect number. Now let us execute this code and check. Now I am giving the input as 6. So the given number is perfect number. Next I'll execute once again and check with the other number. Let me give the number as 10. So what are all the factors of 10? Factors of 10 are 1, 2, 3 is not a factor, 4 is not a factor, 5 is a factor. Next, 6 is not a factor, 7 is not a factor, 8 is not a factor, 9 is not a factor. So 1 plus 2 plus 5, that is 8, which is not equal to the original number. Then we are going to get the result as not a perfect number. Ten is not a perfect number. The given number is not a perfect number. So this is what the result we are going to get it. So these are the different examples related to for loop. Thank you.